There is a network of groups across Denver trying to prevent youth violence. The plan is to focus on specific parts of the cities in and around specific schools. This initiative is led by Denver Police, even though 3 years ago, the Denver Public School Board voted to remove DPD school resource officers, and some members were heavily criticizing the police for how they were treating black and brown kids. So we talked to both sides to see if there's any common ground.
We don't want to lose these kids, right? We want them to have happy, full, successful lives.
Dr. Matt Lunn is the Director of Strategic Initiatives with Denver Police.
But what we're seeing, unfortunately, is an increase in the victims that are under the age of 25.
So DPD helped put together a grant for just over $1 million to go to smaller nonprofits, groups that may not have the capacity to apply for funding like this, but have a direct link to children. Very little of the money, around $3,000, will go to Denver Police.
This grant does not put cops back in the school.
This is particularly important to School Board Vice President Ionte Anderson, who was very involved in removing Denver Police school resource officers from DPS schools.
You're dismantling the school-to-prison pipeline. We're not over-identifying black and brown students to go into a criminal justice system.
We need to understand how the community feels about these interactions and find ways that we can find common ground.
It doesn't mean that the Denver Public Schools doesn't have a relationship with the police department. We have a strong partnership with police. I'm proud of that.
The proposal would use money to create safety plans for 6 schools, including Emily Griffith.
Any resources we can give to these smaller schools that may not have the same level of attention that our larger schools may have, we should be figuring out how to seize those opportunities anytime we get them.
And provide mental health and substance misuse counseling for students and family, and with the help of groups like Resolute Youth Services.
Funds a full-time clinician, which then allows that clinician to be creative. It's not about getting a client in front of you and having a billable service.
But why we're seeing this trend is hard to pinpoint.
More and more young people are either directly connected to somebody that has passed away or have heard about it.
You heard kids from East High School talking at City Council a little over a week ago, and they say they're scared and they're afraid to be at school, and that's really unfortunate. And one of the outcomes of that is people feel like they have to carry firearms.
I mean, this barely scratches the surface. There are socioeconomic factors and basic needs that need to be met. The proposed plan would also be helping families navigate the court system. Denver Police said that they're still waiting on final approval from City Council for that funding. We also asked Anderson more about SROs. He reminded that the school district has its own security force. He also believes SROs wouldn't have been able to prevent crime happening near or outside of the schools. Denver Police say they did not have an analysis available on that point.